Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Real Time Wisdom Show with Lainey and Joanna and Linda. Thanks for being here, Linda. Linda is hosting while Lainey was on the road today, going to see her house. And just welcome all of you here. And maybe in a little bit, as everybody joins in, we can just take one moment of silence for all the lives lost, all the homes lost, all the pets lost, and everything that we have been through in Southwest Florida. But I'll wait until we have more people, and then we'll just take that little moment of silence for everything that has occurred for so many people, including our beautiful girl here. Who
some people don't even have power.
I know we still have people that don't have power or internet. So hello Tony, hello Kathy, hello Denise, thank you so much for joining us. And tonight we really do have a very special show because we're doing our raffle for the Obsidian. We're doing other raffles. We're doing a group reading. We're having so many exciting announcements to make. And oh my God, Trish, Deb, hi everybody. Thanks for joining us. Janelle, everybody. Carrie, you got internet? Oh, she's in a parking lot borrowing Wi-Fi. Oh, we missed you too, Carrie. Oh my God.
I have to say that Joanna is blessed that when she returned to her home, she did have electricity and internet just the other day. So It is coming back, and we're glad to see that. Wow, so much has happened, right?
So much has happened. And, so many blessings among the devastation and the tragedy as I watch the stories of people coming together and really helping each other out, and I want us to focus on that more than the other stuff that does go on during times like this. And so we're just going to really focus on the love that was shared, the positivity, and just take some time to send out to people who were not so fortunate with this storm. So many lives lost and homes lost, as I said. So, but how are you doing, sweetheart? You doing okay?
You could pass it to Linda. I'm still shell shocked from today.
Yeah, Lainey got to see her home for the very first time since the storm. And I can feel her right here. But I got you, girl. I got you. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to process, but we have to just believe, goji berries. We have to just really trust and believe and hope, chia seeds, that all will be well in time. All will work out the way that it's supposed to. And Mother Nature is a beast when she wants to be. Fierce, fierce, fierce. She feeds us, she nurtures us, she loves us, but man, when she wants to clear the decks, she's got all the power.
Is that pun intended?
Clear the decks. No pun intended. No pun intended. So how is everybody out here doing that's listening right now? We'd like to hear how you're doing. I know Carrie still doesn't have internet, but she did get her power on. Some of you don't live in our area, but I'm sure you've seen the pictures. But everybody that lives in Southwest Florida, just weigh in. We're going to do a group reading later, and we're really going to hone in to see what the messages are from the Food Healing Oracle deck about this time and how we can get some wisdom in moving forward from this time. So, stay tuned for that group reading, because even if you don't live in this area, it is a very transformative time on the earth, wherever you are.
Well, I think even if you don't live in this area, there's earthquakes and fires and
exactly
tsunamis and tornadoes that happen everywhere.
And wars, unfortunately.
And as Deb is saying, there's personal storms going on in people's lives.
Right.
There's that going on. But I can also say I know of 3 people from my area that moved to Florida last year, and they are now on their way back. So, and so it is affecting across, you know, everyone's feeling it, is what I'm hearing, you know. So like you said, there's things that happen all over the place, right? And it's just,
it was interesting that so many people wrote me and said that they cried when they went through Matlacha, and you don't really know until you actually are there, and then you see it, and it's like, it's unbelievable. It's nothing like ever I've seen.
Yeah.
Ever, anywhere. Like, it's like nature's ability to just be so raw like that is raw. Raw in your soul.
But then I have to say, it's I saw, even here in Virginia, you know, we're seeing the news reports and the people that came together and they rebuilt that road and they delivered it early. And it was just amazing how people came together and some of the stories they were sharing and how the workers were working through the night to get that done. You know, it's the coming together that trying to focus on, right? And
my former brother-in-law was a supervisor for that team. He works for the company and has worked for that company that rebuilt that road. And he was part of the planning and everything else. So shout out to him, Pete, and to all the people who were involved in really making sure that there was a way for people to go see their homes. Because for a minute, we didn't think there was going to be a way.
Yeah.
No, it's like a boat.
You know, I look at Mr. Oliver there and just say a shout out to all the people that have been helping to take care of the animals, and
huge amounts of people.
Huge amount of people. So
yeah,
you know, when push comes to shove, we do come together. And
yeah,
big cherries.
Yes,
big cherries
for all the cherries.
Yeah, thanks, Deb. Yeah, faith in the human race, you know.
That's right. That's right. Well, you know, in spite of everything, food healing is continuing to grow, evolve, transform lives, teach wisdom. And we are so happy that our community is safe and well, even the ones that have great losses. Everybody's lives that we know in our community is here and present. So we're very fortunate in that way.
I will say one thing, because you just touched on it. And let us know if you can hear us, by the way, because I don't know if it's too low. But you said food healing, and to see all these different tents set up along the island today of free food, and restaurants came from all over the state. And I stopped by one place, and they had vats of big paella, free, just tubs. And then the next place had burgers, and the next place had lasagna. I mean, it was literally like,
wow,
feeding the soul. People were being fed today, and they had waters and gloves and diapers. And I mean, it just, every quarter mile, there was another kiosk of just people saying, how may we serve? And it was so beautiful.
It's beautiful,
like you're crying tears of joy, you're crying tears of grief, like full spectrum today. But food healing, like food again, once is like right front and center in the middle,
right there,
in the middle of it all.
It's our biggest comfort, you know. It's comfort, it's community. It's, you know, this is the thing, when tragedy happens, you get to see the best of humanity and you get to see the worst of humanity. But in my experience and what Lainey is sharing, there's so much good. There's so much good. So we are going to have some announcements now.
Yeah. Despite it all, we were able to get a lot of our things extracted from the island, and as a result, we'll be able to be live next week in Port St. Lucie. That's on the east coast of Florida, and we're very excited about that. Spirit Fest has been really, really good to us, and we'll be there. We'll be speaking about what we speak about, and that'll be next Saturday and Sunday, if you're on that side. And we'll be revealing or premiering one of our newest items, which we'll be sharing in a few minutes.
Well, a couple new items, right?
Couple new items. Yes,
couple new items.
Yeah.
So we'll share with you later what they are. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Kathy. Tony, sound is great for everybody, so that's good, you know. But our certification class is coming up in November, and that's just a hop, skip, and jump away, the way the time is flying. So we have only maybe 2, but maybe even just 1 spot left. So if you wanted to grab it, it's 11/11 and 11/12. It's going to be an awesome, awesome class, because there is
a refresher, if you want to do it as a refresher.
Or as a refresher, right? And it's going to be an awesome class, because we are going to be, you know, teaching this class as a segue to level 2 with the new deck. And we're just going to be covering everything that that you need to, if you want to continue forward in your second certification for second helpings, you'll be able to do that with that class, especially for the people who took it in the beginning, to have that refresher. It's going to be good if you're really going to be taking second helpings certification.
What else? Oh, our altar class is coming up.
And our altar class is coming up on the 29th.
Hey, listen, I think with what we just went through, this altar class is going to be extra, extra special. You know, there's a lot of memorials here in Florida all over the place for people who've been lost and are still lost, and very echoing 9/11. And of course, we had always intended, way before any of this happened, that we wanted to focus on this altar class for Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, which is just a couple days after the class. And it just seems very fitting, very poignant, and very perfect. And I think it's going to be a very heartfelt and powerful way to honor ourselves. And you know, when we go through tragedy, it is a grieving process, and lots of that can show up in healing in your altar. So if you got altar cards during our Kickstarter, we are comping your class to come to this. And if you didn't, and you still want to come, it's only $44, and you're going to have a magnificent experience. We're pulling from our whole toolbox, and we have a big one between the two of us.
Yeah, we'll really be walking on sacred ground with that altar class. It's going to be very reverent, very sacred, but it's going to teach you a lot of how to build an altar with intentions and manifestation and honoring the ancestors, all the different ways that you can have an altar to set energies in your home for whatever the reason, the occasion, whatever. And I am so looking forward to teaching that class, because, you know, the first thing I noticed about Lainey, the first day when I walked into her office to pick up CDs before food healing, before anything, was her magnificent altar. And being a builder of altars myself all over my house, I was like, oh man, I was mesmerized. So
I never knew that. Really?
Well, now you know that.
We bonded over altars.
Over altars. So it's like coming together and teaching this altar class. I'm really, really excited and looking forward to that.
By the way, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but my altar room upstairs in the house was untouched. I mean, I walked in there today and I looked around at everybody and I was like, yes, thank you. Oh my God.
That's awesome. That is such good news.
Yeah.
Such good news. What else? What else? What else, guys? The certification, another level 1. If you don't make November, we will have another level 1 in March 3rd and 4th. Level 2, our February class is completely sold out, but we will have another one in April. So go to the website if you're interested in signing up for that.
The Stargate is safe. There is a dent in it. Cheryl's asking. There is a dent, and I have to figure out how to repair it. I'll take a picture for it. But you know about the Stargate mirror, that was in my office. Yeah. It's got a good dent, but it's still there. So we'll have to have you on, Cheryl, and we'll have to have a discussion about Stargates on Real Time Wisdom.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, that survived. A lot didn't, but that one did.
Thank God for that.
I wanted to mention. Well, first. I wanted to segue over because we sent out a special email today.
Mm-hmm. We did. Did anybody get it? Did anybody here see? We sent out our prosperity smoothies, Kickstarter perk, and our chakra affirmations. One of our Kickstarter perks today. Hopefully you've gotten it. If you didn't, check your emails.
Tina said she did get it.
Okay, good. Yeah, so
it came from Kickstarter. So look for, an email from Kickstarter.
Okay.
From our Kickstarter campaign. Yeah.
Yes. And those prosperity smoothies and chakra affirmations were a lot of fun for us to develop, and we do have a surprise, but I don't know if this is the time. Linda's in charge of the timing of our surprise with that. So
on that email that came out, and I'm gonna say it again because I see some questions in here. Since it came from our Kickstarter campaign, it will go to the email that you used when you pledged on Kickstarter. So if you used a different email, make sure you check that address. I see some of you, I know you did that. But in that email, we talked about the chakra affirmations.
Deb's saying she didn't get that. Deb Mueller. So we'll look into it. Okay, so see our amazing Linda. If you didn't get it, but she's saying it's in your Kickstarter, however you sign up for Kickstarter. But what's the best contact email? Is it the hello or support?
Yeah, hello@foodhealingdeck.com. But yeah, I know Deb. I know which address you used. You just need to check your other email address. So
So what ended up happening is those chakra affirmations, they weren't just ones we pulled from old files. We sat and created them from scratch. And as we started working with them, we realized there was more to it than just here are some affirmations and there you go. It turned into an entire labor of love and something really powerful. So do you want to talk more about it? And then we can share it because you have them for free. You're a Kickstarter backer, but then something else happened as a result.
Well, as everything that Lainey and I start working on, it comes in as a brain drizzle or an idea. And as it evolves, the downloads really start coming in, right? And we knew that there was something very, very special about these affirmations that needed more than just, a PDF, right? Needed a little bit more. So we talked about how we could be presenting them. And it wasn't just on a piece of paper, whatever, Lainey, the beautiful creatress that she is, started doing some research and found this person who makes these beautiful items. We can
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Maybe show you what.
So the creation then turned into these beautiful hanging scrolls.
God, that looks pretty.
I know.
I'm glad
Isn't
of
it
anything
gorgeous?
you did
And
the
it's
heart.
the heart.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's the
I
heart
noticed that
one.
right away.
So if you notice, it has the affirmations and then it has the corresponding cards to the affirmations. So you can really hone in and work with that particular, those particular cards while doing the affirmation, maybe working with the particular foods while doing the affirmation. They're great as wall hangings. They're so beautifully made. Each and every one is special and was just channeled to Lainey and I in such a beautiful, beautiful way. And we know that if there's a chakra that you are particularly wanting to work on, like some people need to work on grounding. So they want to work with their root chakra. Well, you can have one of these scrolls to remind you every day as you say the affirmations, as you eat the food, to be mindful of being grounded or not. And so we have all 7 chakras represented with the colors, with the foods that were channeled for this particular thing, And so I know you're going to love them. I can't wait to get all 7 of them and line my walls with them because I know my clients will love being able to see those.
I mean, I just want to show them all because they're all so
Show them all. Show them all.
They're all so beautiful. And can I tell that I had these at an event this past weekend, and they were so people loved them.
Yeah.
It was just like I saw they just walked up and they gravitated to them and they sat and they stared at them and they read them and they fell in love with them. They're just beautiful. Not just what they are, but the energy that's in them. That's what I was hearing from people. They could feel the love and the energy that went into them. And so
beautiful.
So if you're wondering how to get them, you have to come to Port St. Lucie this weekend. or we have a limited purchase of them, so we'll see how many they sell. They're not on the website yet, but the way they're going to work is that at one point Linda will be generating a pre-order form, and then when we get certain amounts of, okay, we've got 20 chakras or 10, then we're going to do an order and then ship them out. So there'll probably be a few week turnaround time. If you're here locally, we can get them to you, or you're in Virginia. I'm sorry.
So I was going to throw that in there. So if you're up in the Virginia area, just reach out. In the Florida area, you know who to reach to.
So we have
Deb says she wants 2 sets.
Well, hey, you can get. I mean, we already were saying, like, I know I could just see I'm in Joanna's meditation room or her office, and I could just see them going across.
I know.
Tina Townsend, I could see them in your store. Like they're beautiful, and you can go right and look. And it's a combination of both decks. The foods that you'll see on them are from both decks.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, with these scrolls is it's something that is that will remind you every day how important it is to work with your energy systems. And so it is such a beautiful product, and it's Christmas time, people, coming soon. They would make awesome Christmas presents. I know some people that I will be giving them as Christmas presents for. Anyway, that is one of the things that we're going to have new products. And there's another thing that I have been developing. Well, I've done for many, many, many years, and I've done them on special occasions per order. But I'm going to start having, and Food Healing is going to have selenite salt scrubs made with organic coconut oil and Himalaya salt and pure selenite powder with lemongrass. Lemongrass happens to be our Illuminate card. So these will be the launch ones that we'll be launching this weekend. and they also will be special order, but we still haven't developed the other 3 scents that we're doing. But the first one will be Illuminate, Lemongrass, Selenite scrubs for your shower. And when Linda has already had some of these, so she loves them. They really are very, very, very helpful. So look for that. That's something else that we are going to be special ordering, taking special orders for.
Yeah, I can't wait to see those. I love the selenite scrub that Joanna has made for me. I use it. I love it because I use it in the shower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's, how do I want to say this? It's good for the body, right? So that's your exfoliant and everything. But whenever I use it, it's a meditation, because I love the water anyway, but it really opens my crown. And that's when I get a lot of my messages and my connection. And the scrub just really heightens that. It's so nice.
I always say you may not want to drive or operate heavy machinery after you use it, because you're so expanded. Yeah. And it's a perfect meditate. If those of you who get your intuitive hits in the shower like I do, and you do, right? It's the perfect accompaniment for that, because that selenite powder is going to, number one, clear everything. And if you do research on selenite, it was used as a beauty product back in Cleopatra's time. So know that this is something that is really good for the skin, but for the spirit, it is a very good clear. If you're feeling tense or anxious, or, encountered some negativity, you go take a shower with that, and it is going to clear everything. And you're going to feel very expanded after your shower. So talk about truly being cleansed, Deb says. And Kathy has tried it. She says she loved it too. So it's really awesome product that I'm so glad to have been able to offer through the years.
So let's do some readings.
Let's do some readings.
Or do you want to do a group reading?
Yeah, I thought we'd do a group reading, and then Linda is going to spin the wheel, because we have 2 things that people are going to win, right? But before we go into the reading, I think that it would be a perfect time for those of us that are listening, even if you're listening later on and not, to just go within, close your eyes, take a breath, and just hold space for a moment for everything that's been lost, every person that's been lost in this time, in this tragedy. And if you've had your own tragedy, if you've lost a loved one recently in another way besides the storm, or if you're dealing with something hard, let's just take that one moment of going within, honoring what was, trusting what will be, and just allowing that quiet space. And then we'll do a group reading. We ask God to bless us all, and thank you for, and just in your prayers tonight or tomorrow or the next week, just remember. And we are so grateful that you are here with us. And now our reading is going to consist of what the messages are for us in this time of transformation and transition. And
look at that card that's on the top of my deck.
Oh, isn't that
transformation?
Transformation. So we're going to do a group reading. What are you seeing, Lainey?
Oh, I'll take your lead tonight. I'm like, I know today was ultra challenging. It's like, you just when you think you're starting to come out of it, starting to heal, and then you get re-exposed. Yeah. It's like the blinders are off. So like it's a whole new, experience for me today. So it's a lot of traveling.
So I want to say
I'm gonna be more a participant, honestly, tonight.
So what do you think of EMPS for card, Linda? And you do too, and I'll do too.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so I'll let you pull the first one. You pull the emotional body. What do we all need to know about this last couple weeks in the emotional body?
Nothing, I won't chime in.
There we go.
Wow. Well, that says it, doesn't it?
I mean, and just so you know, I'm done here shuffling, and it literally flew out. As you were talking, you said emotional body. It literally flew out.
Yeah. You know that saying, Linda? You can either look at everything as a miracle or nothing as a miracle.
No, I haven't heard that, but it's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. If we were just talking about all the different things that are happening, right? And there's the good, and then there's the not so good. And in all of that, there's always a miracle, right? There's something happening for somebody. But with everything that's going on, no matter if you are directly touched by it or indirectly touched by it.
Well, it's for the collective, so it could be anything anybody's going through right now.
Right.
Wherever.
Okay, Deborah, the first time watching, what was that card? It was Soursop, which is our miracles card. And that was for the emotional body. For the mental, you girls are going to love this. For the mental, I pulled carrots for empowerment. And isn't it interesting that in the midst of these great challenges that we have had here and other people are having across the globe in their whole life, we have a choice of whether we are going to let that empower us to move us forward. Now, that's not spiritual bypassing, because I'm not a spiritual bypassing girl. Feel your feelings for sure. But let the challenges and allow the struggles, allow the grief to ultimately bring you to a place of empowerment, because that what we can get through makes, that stupid song that I hate so much, does make us stronger. It builds our resilience. It builds our character. It builds our mental agility. Right now, the most thing that I'm hearing from people is, I can't think. I was saying it today to a friend. I said, I think I'm numb. I have no focus. It's because our adrenals have been so affected. It affects the mind, right? We're in a place of this no man's land, and our bodies are taking the hit and our organs are taking the hit. But eventually we will get through that, and our mental state will become empowered. The most important thing to know is feed your body good food. Take your vitamins, drink your water. I know I sound like mom right now, but do the things that you need to do to take true care of yourself, because that brain fog, like I put on Facebook, anybody who wants to come to me, I'll take whatever you can afford to pay me, but get a craniosacral session, get an energy session, get a chakra balance, get your vagus nerve back activated, get rid of the brain fog so that you can think and feel better and get the focus. I'm going to be taking care of you later.
She's saying that. I'm like, That sounds good. That sounds really
Yeah.
good. That sounds
So
really
we
good.
all need it right now, whatever you're going through. And I'm not the only craniosacral therapist or energy worker in the area. See your Reiki practitioner, Linda in Virginia, see the people, see a theta healer like Lainey when she's ready, see somebody who does the work to help you get through this and get that nervous system really relaxed, and you will do better. You will be able to feel better, think better, and everything. So here you go. Eat your carrots. Eat your carrots.
Your carrots. Well, to add to this nice salad that we've got going, your physical is going to be your transformation.
Yeah.
So add some asparagus in there. And there's so much going on now, emotional and physical, that for the group this is the card, if I can share, whenever I see this, Lainey and Joanna taught me this, it's a stalk or staff, right? A staff. And, I hear that when you're holding it, I hear the, oh, from the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, right.
The monkeys, right? So it does make me chuckle a little bit, which does lighten, the thought of when you're transforming. It's not always our favorite thing when we're going through a transformation. So that little thought makes me smile and make it not seem as hard when you're going through change.
I'm going to add in when you're done.
Go for it.
Well, for those of you who have taken our tarot class, sneak peek, spoiler alert, whatever, or who haven't, the comparison of the asparagus card is to the death card in our major arcana. So you pulled that for the physical, EMPS. So you pulled that for physical. And so we just all been hit with a physical death of change,
right?
The death of the oceans, the waters, the trees, the homes, the cars, lives. So that's very, these cards are amazing. I say that all the time, but you all know that too. But there is a physical transformation going on for all of us, whether you're eating less, however you deal, you eat more, but it's pay attention to that. But the point of the asparagus being this major transformer is that it's also a detoxifier. So when you come out the other side, if you're eating asparagus just on the nutritional side of things, you are detoxifying the body. You're ridding it of metals and things that no longer serve you. So it's extremely fitting to have that card be pulled in that regard on all those levels, not just metaphorically. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah. And, I just want to say, my mother transformed last week, the night before the hurricane, and it wasn't unexpected. We had expected it because hospice was called in, but man, what timing that all was. And having to go up to New Jersey and do her, be present for her funeral and her celebration of life. It really did speak to that transformation in my life. I'm an old broad, I'm an old woman, but to not have a mom, I'm so blessed that I had her for as long as I did in my life, but to not have her, that's a real transformation, So, we're all like we said in the beginning, we're all going through something, but you are going to love the spiritual of the EMPS. So we had emotional, we had mental, we had physical, and this is the spiritual.
Before you pull that, can I just say one more thing?
Go for it.
Whoever needed to hear this, if you didn't know spiritually or energetically where grief lies in the body, does anybody know?
It's the lungs.
Yeah, so I just want to let you know that when you're detoxifying your body, when you have to be breathing clean water or breathing clean air, drinking pure water, is to clear the body. Really, really important to let go of grief, in that regard. And asparagus does that, especially for the liver. Also, it can hold a lot of energetics.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can give us the finale.
So this is so interesting, and these cards are so right. So on the spiritual, we end as we begin. We have miracles.
Now, isn't that amazing? I'll show it.
So I saw this card. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Ollie, you're so silly.
I'm holding it up for you, Joanna, because your video is a little blurry.
So here we go. We have soursop, miracles in the emotional body and in the spiritual body. We are being held with these bookends of miracles. So whatever else is going on in between, right? Whatever else, we know we are just surrounded by miracles. Look for them, find them, recognize them, acknowledge them, because each day you are getting those miracles, the alpha and the omega of the reading, Denise. You are so right.
Wow, that just gave me huge goosebumps.
I'm telling you, me too.
Well, Oliver jumped up. He wanted to be part of the whole celebration of the soursop. He's like, what's going on here? There's something exciting.
Oh, look at that. Carrie's like, she's put it in every smoothie for the past 4 days.
Yeah. And Cheryl Jordy was a miracle for finding Jordy.
Jordy was
yes. Oh, guys, this just makes a warm feeling come over me that everything
we're hundreds of miles apart. How'd we do that?
I know. She's in Virginia. I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, and we both got bookend miracles.
Can you put since you have that chakra scroll of the heart, do you mind reading what's on there just to give us some extra love? Since we can use that, and you had 2 miracles of the heart chakra of that soursop. And again, you guys should have these in your inboxes. They won't be scrolls. You can get the scrolls, but why don't you just read what those are for everyone? How's that?
So for the heart chakra, I welcome love with an open heart. My heart is healed from all the wounds of the past. I attract love everywhere I go. I release and let go of all resentments. I celebrate and honor my relationships. I believe and trust that I will have the courage to follow my heart. My heart space radiates with the powerful warmth of love. And goosebumps all the way down.
So share the foods that are represented in that. Would you, Linda?
So we have strawberries, which is our love card. Watermelon, which is our release card. Anise from the second helpings, which is our celebrate card.
Celebrate.
And sunflower seeds, which is our honor card. Dates, it's the trust card. And cumin, which is the warmth card.
Yeah.
All those last ones are from the second helpings deck.
I love having the watermelon on there because that is so important, because when we've lost a love, we have to release that sadness so we can open up to more, releasing anything that's keeping us from self-love. I mean, the watermelon, the release on the heart chakra is so important. So, I mean, we took a lot of time, like out of 124 cards, which ones are going to go on which scroll. And the scrolls are like I think it's like a walnut, those wood scrolls. Yeah.
I will tell you what I learned when my husband died. And it just came to me as I was, writing his eulogy is, don't allow things, if we can just be present enough not to allow things to close our hearts, but to crack them wide open in order to let more love in. Sometimes things like this happen, that bring us to a place of contraction, turn-ups in the second helping deck, instead of, okay, this happened. I'm going to breathe through it, but I'm going to open my heart. And the people that we see here in Southwest Florida who are opening up their hearts to help others, that's what I mean by that's the expansion versus somebody who's sitting in their house cursing that they don't have, what somebody else has, or, cursing the newscasters or whatever. You can do either one. You can be in that state of contraction and close your heart, or you can allow all of this tragedy to break it open and just let that love and let that light shine through in your heart. So just a reminder. And now
I think we need to do what everyone's been waiting for, and they've been waiting weeks because, all right. So I have to do the technology here, so bear with me. Make sure I do.
I'll tell a story while you're working on that. You need a minute?
Well, I hit present.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's
a good story.
You can do the story.
Tell your story.
Well, I barely made it to the show tonight, as you know. My hair's still wet. Like it took 2.5 hours to get off the island. It took 2.5 hours to get on the island, and I had driven 3 hours to get here. So it was a very long, incredibly challenging day. So I had a very tight window to grab what I needed to see the house. And on my way in, somebody called me in distress from the island that she's sick and has nothing at her house. And can I bring her things? And I was like, there wasn't even a thought in my mind. I was like, I know my whole day is gonna get skewed, but I'm like, I did it. So I went to all these different kiosks. I got paella from them. I got the cold water from them. I got, I happened to have a thing of blueberries. I threw it, and then I even had a thermometer in my purse. I'm like, okay, she said she had a fever. Anyways, this whole episode ended up taking an hour to do all these different things, and I left it at her door. And I feel so good about that I was able to help this one person. Then I ended up having to do the second sort of thing, but I made it here by the skin of my chin and then waiting in the, getting on and getting off the island. Believe me, if you don't live on the island, by the way, don't go on the island. Right. It's nuts. But anyways, it felt so good. So, just keep in mind, giving is a big deal. You get so much out of it. That's my story, because you talked about love, because I feel a lot of love, there today, being able to help people. All right. Is that good timing?
Right. That was good timing.
Some love to the people, and who's going to win show them. You have it there, don't you?
Yeah. So I was going to do that here. Well, sorry. I don't know how to unshare now. So we're going to do the drawing for all those that pledge towards the bonus cards. You're in the drawing for our beautiful card holder. And it sits, and you put your cards in it, and it will hold up to all 4 of the cards.
I love that. That is so cool.
Isn't that just beautiful? I just love it. So you can put your cards
here. I hope she gets some ideas, because we'd like to work with Tamara. I don't know if you knew that. I think it's called Pyrograph, but
Tamara's still here.
Is Tamara here?
Yeah, she was here. I hope she still is here.
Anyways, Tamara is very, very talented, but I'd love to her to talk to us at some point, making some customized. But these card holders are amazing.
Yeah.
So good luck to whoever is going to win.
Yes, and tell us who is on here, not individually, but tell us why they're on here. What did they have to do to get on the wheel?
If during our Kickstarter campaign, if they pledged towards the bonus cards, they are on this list, and you can see a lot of the names. I'm going to make this bigger now, so hopefully you can see the whole thing. And we will spin the wheel to see who gets it. And I think I know how to do this. Here we
there
go.
you go. Who's the winner? Winner,
Who
winner,
is it?
chicken winner.
Oh,
Twist
the leaf.
I have no idea.
so do you know who that is? I have to look up her name. I forget.
No.
It's not Lana, right? It's not Lana. It's not Twist the Leaf. I feel like I know that because I've asked
A massage
before.
therapist, maybe of some sort? I have no idea.
I
Her
have to
name.
look up her name.
I agree, Tina.
Oh.
Thanks, Kathy. Oh my God. He's like a little baby. I'm sorry. He's been through a lot too.
Yay. So we will let them know.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations, Twist the Leaf.
Twist the leaf.
He's a good boy.
All right. Because I think she just used her store name. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we have one more to do.
Let's
Do you
talk
want to
about.
talk about?
Yeah. Why this? Well, let's talk about why you do some show and tell before, like with you speaking about the obsidian. I don't know this idea. I'm just so glad it happened that Linda really concocted being able to offer this incredible. Does anyone want to talk about obsidian and the properties and why it's so perfect to be giving that away at this time?
It's such a protector. It's such a clearer. It's such a powerful stone. Whoever has walked through my front door, as soon as you walk in my front door, there's a huge chunk of obsidian. And sometimes for people to ground, I'll have them put their feet on it or I'll put my feet on it. But it really helps clear as people are walking in the threshold of my house. And it protects. And yes, Deb, clears negative energy. It's such a great stone. And you'll have to show us it again.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So here we go.
Beautiful.
And it's not small. Oh my God.
That thing is just amazing.
Oh, I could feel it all the way here. Can you feel it? Can you feel it, little man? So the people who signed up for our certification during the Kickstarter, you were entered.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad you did not wait. Well, not only because the prices were the best they'll ever be,
Right.
but also because we threw in some extra love thanks to Linda.
Yep. Yeah, Kathleen, big wow, right?
Big wow.
I don't even know. I want to hold on to this. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
You have to fight me for it.
I can't even imagine what shipping is on it, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
I know. I need some obsidian right now. Yeah, not only is it, yes, it's big and but it's gorgeous. Like it illuminates.
Hold on to that.
Ooh, look what she has. Wow.
All right.
How big would you say that is? Like we said 6x6 or something? I mean, it's enormous.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit bigger than that. I mean, it's
Whoa.
just.
Tina Townsend says, Black obsidian, decision-making, emotional healing, aura cleansing, purging of negative emotions, release of excess energy, and more. Thank you, Tina. Wow, you are sleeping with that tonight.
I also need to give a shout out, if I can.
Yes.
That this piece was actually donated to us from Phoenix Rising.
Love it.
Love the name.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, Phoenix Rising.
And
where's Phoenix Rising? Tell us more about Phoenix Rising.
So Phoenix Rising is a metaphysical crystal store and owned and operated by my friend Chelsea and Jerome. And there's location here in Virginia, and they also are in the process of opening their second location in Arkansas.
Oh,
And-
I love Arkansas.
And they have their whole stock of food healing on their shelves, or will as soon as the door opens. And
You're
just
gonna make a lot of people
loves us.
jealous right now, including us. We all want that. Well, thank
So,
you. Please. Well, we'll have to
um,
give them some love
and-
on a Google review.
and yeah, so just shout out to them that thank you very much.
We
So
will on Google.
Yeah.
You've taught us that. Can you tell our audience about Google review, since we have Google? We're now on Google, right?
yeah, Food Healing Oracle Deck does have a Google page, and if you go there, you can leave us a review, which would be great. The more reviews, the higher you show up in their algorithm. So that would be awesome. If you get any emails from Lainey or I, you will notice the link at the bottom of our signature line. So that will make it easy for you as well.
Awesome. Deb wants to know how much that weighs. What would you think about how much that weighs, Linda?
Well, if you see me holding it with two hands, there's a I mean, I can, but it's I'm really bad with numbers.
Yeah.
8 pounds, 12
Does
pounds.
it feel like a bag of sugar, which is 5 pounds? Or
I immediately thought 8.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's probably between 5 and 8.
Cool.
So,
all right.
and
Well, let's get to it.
I got a whole bunch of history on it that I can share with you of where it came from and how it was cut and everything. So, but
Spin the wheel.
In the wheel, let me get there. I think I know how to do it now. So if you backed us and for any of the certifications, your name is on the list. And are we ready?
We're ready. Good luck, everybody. So exciting.
Oh, wow, Carrie.
Woohoo! Woohoo, Carrie.
Holy
moly, Carrie.
Holy guacamole. I would have been.
I think that's what she said when she saw it. I think she said, holy moly. Holy moly.
Woohoo, Carrie.
Good for you. Congratulations to everybody. And thank you all for helping us with our Kickstarter campaign and for signing up to our classes and for pre-ordering our decks. And oh my God, I love you guys so much. We have wonderful cherries.
Hey, listen, Carrie helped me at 5 a.m. yesterday, make an important decision with, some damage on my car. She's like, I was like, I can't believe it. 5 a.m. she's answering me. She got everything straightened out that I needed. And now my car is going to get worked on. But she's a super wonderful human being, as everybody in our cherries. So I don't think it would have went to anyone in our cherries I know is great, but we're just so thrilled, Carrie. Congratulations. Wow. And congratulations to everybody. And believe me, we're very generous. Wait till you get into level 2 in some of our classes. We've got lots of giveaways. More to come. More. Yeah. All right.
Well, guys, thanks for being here. I think I'm going to go take care of my girl. Give her some tortellini soup.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I came to the right place.
And some tomato and basil with mozzarella salad. And I'm going to go take care of my girl.
I go straight to like action, purification.
That's right.
It's time to get purified. All right. Thanks for being here, Linda. Thanks for all your coordination.
Thank you. Yes,
and
Linda.
not just now, but during the Kickstarter. It's been a long road, and we are deeply into all the little details. And so with the deck right now, going back and forth with our publisher, so everything's happening. It's all being. It's happening. An insane amount of details, even while we got Ian try to stop us, but we're going. We're still going. Everything's on track.
You made a wonderful host for the Real Time Wisdom Show, Linda. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining me. It's always fun. So I'm just glad to see both of you back healthy And my last shout out is going to be thank you to all the cherries for bubbling that house.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys so very, very much.
But you should have
Please-
bubbled my car, people. Did you not extend to the driveway?
Yeah, hey, you can still drive that car. I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I know. It's all going to be just fine.
And just know, everybody, during this time, just be very gentle with yourselves, okay? Take good care of yourselves, eat good, and just be gentle with yourselves.
Mm-hmm. Bye, everyone. So
Good
glad
night.
Love you. Bye.